Hey, hi, howdy, how y'all doing? It's Levi with Member Solutions on over here on Villain Support. I asked Chris if he wants to join me. He hasn't responded back yet, but he was getting his breakfast. Jeremy time that right? Yeah. Um, I think I caught a cold. Kiddo had wasn't feeling great yesterday, and I think I'm caught whatever they had. They're feeling better today, so that's it. Kind of sounds like possibly just a small head cold. Kind of what it feels like. So breakfast is going to be relatively easy, especially because I really don't feel like trying to do a ton of cleaning to have a small bit of breakfast. Logan. um, but some life updates before we start breakfast. I found out that my box spring portion of my bed was busted, and my bed itself has some issues, but I'm not going to get into that. I think it's just a cheap bed. So I'm going to be pushing the buy me a coffee thing a little bit. Or if you want to donate to the GoFundMe that's still up, you can do that. But that one's more for the kiddies than anything. But with the buy me a coffee, you guys will work towards a goal of dyeing my hair whatever color y'all want. $500, and we get it professionally done. $400, and I do it myself, and you guys get to pick the color. $1,000, and we do the beard too. Yeah, Levi's got it. You need a good bed, and I've been hurting for months, and and it's a metal frame bed, so I have no idea how some of the bars got bent. I don't know why that happened. Um, but like we was cleaning things. I was like, God, something's messed up with the bed. So I moved the bed, cleaned some things. Saw the bed was issue. I was like, hot pink, dark wolf. If you want hot pink, go donate. Go donate. I'll do it. I've got shit to pay off that I can't afford to pay, so I'm gonna do it. You guys are gonna go on the nappy and hold there. I'm gonna hope you guys stay there. Okay. I don't feel great, but we need to eat. There's a slew of dishes that need to be done, and I ain't gonna do them right now. I'm gonna do what I need to do to eat. It's very, very easy food to make. So, what we're making today is oatmeal. I don't have any fresh fruit and stuff, but I don't want to. Like, I'm on a diet. I'm not on the Cycle 1 diet, okay? I heard about the Listeria one. I think it's a fad. I think it's going to go away. The Cyclo one, it always comes back around, and like most people stick with it for only a couple of months, anyways. But that Listeria one, oh, it is killer. I'll tell you. Fucking can't breathe. We need to wash a bowl. I'm gonna move you guys. I want to see Levi's whole head red and white. I'm not. Oh, I don't really. I'll do it. I'll do it. I might wear a hat for an extended period of time afterwards. You'll get at least one video with it, guaranteed. But like, I'm not that kind of guy. I don't like the patriots and pillars on me. Don't get me wrong. I've got plenty of patriotism. It's just currently patriotism is associated with things I don't want to be associated with, which is kind of sad. Then again, then again, You guys ever looked up the protest from back in the 70s and shit? Patriotism was all over those. Red and white is pink. Oh yeah, there's that too. Red and white is pink. Fucking hot pink. Can you imagine the contrast if like it was red, white, and pink, like hot pink, like we made a full $1,000 for the donations, and like the hair got the red and white, and the beard got the pink. It'd be such a big contrast. Oh, my nose. It's stuffed. I feel bleh. Not feel good. I'm supposed to get some blood drawn. And it's just, like this week was not going to have it happen anyway, so been trying to get back on my $12 cycle of not eating, but it's at night instead of like during the day, because for the longest time it's been during the day. And so I need to eat this morning. That way I eat lunch and dinner. But I got sick and I don't feel like eating. I don't want food. Oh, ew. When did I buy peaches and cream? I fucking hate this one. What's this? Blueberry strawberry. And I would eat that. That's not really what I want. Okay. We're gonna do this. Hello, white thing. Back in the day, I had a username that was a White Fang Wolf. Because, I was cringe like that way back in the day. I was also really, really good at gaming. I had to move a bunch of stuff around down here and everything's all cluttered. I don't know. I don't feel great. Huh. That could be a slight problem. Do I not have... Maple. I knew I had some. I usually keep some in stock for me. Okay. Jacob, how you doing? Patrick, how you doing? Oh. There was a wall of text comment the other day. I was like, I'll look at this later. Looked at it today, last night. I was like, I needed that. The fact that people have found the videos that we do so needed and necessary to them, like they feel like that it saved their life and that it's helped them, means the world to me, because I've been there. Good to see you. Good to see you, Jacob. Good to see you as well. But yeah, Chris told me what his breakfast was. I think he mentioned that he's going to pop in. Hold on. Yeah, let me finish everything up, and then he'll be in here. So yeah, Chris is going to show up today. Yay. I really mean yay. I'm just... I said I was going to have some avocado toast. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, my avocado was frozen. My avocado was frozen. We got to take care of that. Pretty easy. I got some seasoning that I keep over yonder. I'm paranoid of fucking bread mold. Every time I get sick, almost every time I get sick, I seem to have get fed it because I'll be like, at a certain point, and the kids will be like, "Let me take care of you," and then I get fed bread mold, and then I'm sick for so much longer. It shouldn't exist in the house, but it's happened often enough. I'm a little bit paranoid. Dr. 10, I still have yet to share it with y'all. Good means both of y'all can check it. Check out your script. Oh yeah. Not usually what I do in the morning for the morning streams, but that's all right. One of the things I'll say is for everyone here, and I'll still look at your script, Doctor, because I said I would. I made it clear last time that I can't promise Chris of anything, and I made it clear that there's no guarantee if we make that channel, which only 11 people out of 100 active and a 300 plus server voted. So that's honestly not going to happen. There was not enough people that at least voted for me to do it, but do not expect it. And it's one of those things that we got to be careful about. And I should have made it even clearer last time. And Chris mentioned to me, I was like, "Hey, you got to do a better job of roping me in and making things clear." And that's on me. You missed out on me basically taking accountability.
Dang it! Well, then I'm going to log off.
The script, and I promised last stream to do so. I don't know if I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
No, that's on me. That's on me. I don't have my volume up. Try now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, toast. Okay, toast.
What were you taking accountability on?
The thing that we talked about yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, the scripts channel and stuff.
Yep.
You were not completely roped as much as I thought you were. That's on me. Oh, I got through.
Hey everybody. So I was at the chiropractor this morning, and he's kind of a nerd. He's aware of the channel, and he and I were joking. And he goes, he asked me if I'd seen any of the Gremlins movies, and I was like, yeah, it's been a while, but I've seen them. And he goes, how do they know what time zone they're in?
Oh, that's been answered in lore. It was answered. Yeah.
How was it answered?
They are in whatever time they go in. Their internal clock adjusts to that, if I remember correctly. So but you know what wasn't answered and was never taken account? If you moved a gremlin, a Mogwai slash gremlin from one time zone and literally into the other, kind of like what we had, you literally step into a new time zone. Does that delay or fast forward the issue?
Or does it stop the whole process?
Yeah. Somebody clarify if that's true. I can't relook it up. Last time I remember that was the case was that their internal clock adjust magically.
Question is time zones are a man-made thing, but there's also parts of the U.S. that don't observe daylight savings time, right?
Yeah.
And what if you're driving through Indiana and you happen to leave the part of Indiana that does observe daylight savings time and you go into it that doesn't, and all of a sudden you get kicked back an hour, or you drive into Arizona, which doesn't observe it, or what happens to gremlins that are in China? Because the entirety of the country of China is one time zone.
Well, that's the thing. It's the original lore, if I'm right, was based off around the. Oh, it's not. That's why it looks like that. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to have that cheese. Damn it. I don't need butter. Butter would just be nice. Give me a minute to get some butter on my toast. And now you're looking it up, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
There was some extended lore that was done after the movie. And I think that they're planning on doing another movie. I can't remember. I don't remember if they were working on it or not. A lot of studios don't want to work with the movie like that. That would have puppetry and stuff like that.
Right.
And the original creators were like, "We don't want to use CGI."
Mm-hmm.
Get some splash of milk in my oatmeal. Wish I had some Greek yogurt or something. There we go. A little bit of sugar. Heat.
So their internal biology. Hold on, let me find this.
Oh, sounds right.
Moai are affected by solar midnight, the darkest part of the night, and reset at dawn.
That's how they explain it.
Depends on longitude and time of the year rather than time zone.
So if you basically just kept an eye on the sky and just kept driving, you could avoid it.
Right.
That feels a little off. Cats decided that you like to drink out of my mug. I'm not trusting this. I just need to. I just set my avocado down. Where did I set my avocado? Ah. Don't worry, everyone. Don't live it. Careful, guys. Don't sell your souls in real life. Just look at Hollywood right now. I never said we would be. There are a lot of people who. Somebody found out that some AI, and this is stupid. Whoever fucking did this is stupid. There was AI art, concept art used in Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man.
Oh.
And it was pictures of New York. I want you to think about that for a second. They used AI art for a place that has the most amount of pictures taken ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's of a busy cabway street. I'm like, you could have Googled that shit. You didn't want to pay somebody concept art. You could have just Googled pictures of fucking New York with cabs, and you would have pulled up so many things.
The new Thomas the Tank Engine series
What?
that has AI animation. Wow.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm definitely not watching.
I wasn't gonna watch the recording.
I gotta take down all my Thomas the Tank Engine posters that I bought.
Yeah, I know you were secretly the hugest fan ever, but yeah. Anyways, as long as you can beat Silver Midnight, you can prevent the change. That's a good line. That's a good line.
I agree, Stephen. I will use it for data analysis that I can't do, or that will take me hours and hours. But
see, there's a difference between
doing that and using it to do what a person could do.
Yeah, and there's a difference between. Well, I mean, there are people who could have done that, but that hasn't been a real job. I mean, it's been a real job, but like, it's kind of funky when it comes to that. Those tools for data analysis have been around and use LLMs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a difference between generative AI, which is what's currently plaguing in the data centers that are currently trying to get put up, are generative AI or surveillance AI. I don't like either one of those.
No, neither do I.
Um,
All these stories coming out already of people who are getting arrested because they were incorrectly identified.
yep. Oh my god, I can breathe again.
Xena, I thought you had the number of bubbles you had is the number of bubbles we were going to use.
Can I tell Xena what I told you?
Sure.
Okay. Hey, Xena. First of all, love your art. Second, that thing is creepy as fuck. you did a wonderful job making it look creepy. Whew. I looked at that thing and I don't have an irrational fear of trypnophobia. I have seen bot flies in real life trypophobia. I've seen that kind of stuff in real life. It gives me the heebie-jeebies, and that's exactly what it triggers. I'm like, oh, nope, don't like that. But want to see more? No, no, I don't want to see more. Not right now. I'm trying to get my breakfast. Oh goodness.
I'm gonna message you on Discord real quick, Levi.
Oh, okay. Did I say something wrong?
No, not about you. Well, it's because Roll for Sandwich, his YouTube got hacked and banned today because whoever hacked it was streaming crypto stuff, and YouTube's system just killed it.
Oh, he'll be able to get that back in about a week, but he'll lose a week or two's worth of work, or however long it takes. Need to Yep. I was just gonna suggest that. I'm gonna get logged out of a bunch of shit. Don't do that until after the stream.
I'm not doing it right now, but here, like today.
Yeah, because if you did it right now, we'd get it would.
No, like today or this weekend.
Give me a second. I'm gonna pop out and pop back in. By the way, have you given their kittens their treats? I will be doing that after I eat. In fact, also, just ordered yourself a Warhammer and Viking longsword as a treat. Good chance to get him to do some voice acting for you.
Get good who to do voice acting.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, Stephen, thank you for the donation. Just ordered myself a Warhammer and a Viking longsword as a treat. Good chance to get him to do. Who's him? What did I miss?
Roll for Sandwich, maybe?
Oh, maybe. Your voice is super quiet again, man.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
What's weird is I can hear your mouth. Yeah, I can hear you smacking your lips, and that's more clear than your voice was.
How about now?
Softer.
How about now?
Softer. Now I hear my echo again.
Echo cancellation, but I don't have adjust mic volume. How's that?
Same volume. I can hear you. It's just much softer.
Is this better?
Yes.
All right. I just turned the mic volume to 200. I really hope if I go downstairs, it's not. That's the weirdest thing. We now know. We 100% know it's fucking this because it was working just fine for.
And then it randomly stopped silencing you, and then it started again.
I don't fucking know, man. And it was like right after their newest update. They just had an update.
Yeah, like when you did this, that was crystal clear and loud. But then your voice was softer. Is there a fan in the background?
I have the air conditioner's on.
It sounds almost like it's identifying that as the primary noise.
That's stupid.
I agree. Because that I can hear clearly.
Yay. Why don't you feel like you're at the optometrist now? Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's go back to mobile. Fucking hell.
Sorry, dude.
You're fine. It's not your fault.
It is my fault.
I mean, yeah, it is.
Everything's my fault.
It's where we started.
Oh, bad echo.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I had to mute my computer.
Xena, I
I'll have things set up to where I can have this where I normally have it and still have everything. Okay, hold on. Let me just turn off. And I can kind of jerry rig a thing up here. Hold on. What if I have this thing set up like that? Is that gonna work? Maybe. My computer doesn't quite like it, but okay, I got it set up. Look at that. So I have my phone stand, which I don't feel like getting the other one right now.
Logan Bloom, I didn't see a Napa comment. Hold on.
Oh, Dr. Ten, you wanted me to read your script. You put it somewhere.
John Napa just called from jail. He needs you to bail him out after selling stolen hero products on the black market. My reaction would just be to do this. Stare at his empty desk and go,
Oh, so Doctor, I apologize. I like this again. One of those things I needed to make clear, I guess. I very rarely pop into that kind of random thing, and we can't do that while we're live. But if you're a part of the server, you can send me a private message because you're in the server, and I'll get that even if we're not friends on Discord. And then I can read the script. Promise I'd look at that script. I will look at that script. Payday means kitty tributes. That's awesome. Thank you guys. That helps out a lot. We're gonna go
thank you, Philip. Oh,
get
yeah.
that taken care of.
We should
Here's
be
a
getting
message
paid
request
today,
right
too.
there.
Let me go look.
Hello, doctor. I got your message. What's going on? Why is it not going through?
What is Dr. Dinosaur?
No idea.
Blue hair?
Oh yeah. I'm offering to dye my hair whatever color they choose if we make certain goals in the buy me a coffee. As far as the Dr. Dinosaur thing goes, I have no idea what that is.
I will dye my hair the same color as my skin if
So
all
the deal
this
is,
right here, you can't even see it.
the deal is 400. I'll dye it myself, whatever color they want. 500 gets it professionally done, and it would be like semi-permanent. That. $1,000. I'll dye my beard too. Basically, cover some of the bills as well as the months that were low. Dr. Ten, you sent me something, and it did not go through. It's just a gray square. So I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, there it goes. It finally went through.
You're right. I could dye my goatee, but What is Andorian John? I don't know what that means.
Greeks in Gotham, DeLorean, multiversal management. This is DeLorean. How may I help you today? It's not a bad name. It's a pretty cool. That's a pretty spot on call out name. And it's Jason Todd in Gotham. Two kids just tried to wait. Where's John and Levi? So I'm guessing this is an OC sketch. John is on vacation. Levi is on lunch. What can I do for you, Jason? Typing. Pull up Acme account.
And Andorian is blue.
Yeah,
I'm not actually going to put. I react. My skin does to a lot of dyes and stuff, so I can't and textures. I can't do it. Like my wife rarely wears lipstick because I absolutely hate the texture and the waxy residue from lipstick. I despise it. Like I won't kiss her when she's wearing it because I hate how it feels. I will not use henna, Rusty, because I've had a henna tattoo before, and it is one of the most obnoxious smells to me in the world. I cannot handle the smell of it.
So it's not a video idea wise. It's got some groundwork. Give me a second here. Apparently, I can't do that. Never mind. I was gonna send it to you, Chris, but it's not wanting to let me. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have my keyboard on. All right. So I sent you the script. Now, Dr. Ten, a few things here. If you're writing a script that you want us to do, we have things that we won't do. We won't do random OCs and stuff like that. And it's not that we exist. That's not at all. If you haven't, hello.
Yeah, you just skipped for a second.
Oh, okay. I apologize. It's not that we're telling you that you can't do an OC. But if you have an OC character and you want to see that sketch done, you're going to have to do that sketch. And we encourage you to go and record and do that. From how we do sketches, on average, your biggest issue here is your opening. The second issue would be the line where it's a lead up thing. It's the expo that you have where Jason gets a call through the Bat Family hotline. What he just said, there wasn't a need to turn around and look at the video, get the video, and then react to that video. Jason could have very easily had described it, and you lose out on Jason describing it, and then you discover it through that description. Or Jason would have just been like, "Hey, something weird just happened. Let me send you a video," type of thing. Now, I don't know what rule there is, and it's a weird thing with us. Sending us scripts of videos that you plan to do in our world on your channel is a weird gray area. It's something I need to talk with Chris about.
Steven, there's not a Cameo hot link, but if someone's giving us their own OC that they want to exist within the Villain Support universe, neither Levi nor I can portray that character. So even if he submitted even if Dr. Ten submitted a cameo, cameos, like I understand from the fan perspective, $30 or $40 might sound like a lot, but from us, if we need someone else to portray that character, we're having to pay them.
It gets more expensive than the cameo.
Yeah, it's more expensive than the cameo. So,
in fact, we at first there was a rule against voice acting, and then both me and Chris have gotten cameo requests.
and they've been like one-liners, and we make a really good script, and we look at it and go, this is going to pop. We know it's going to pop. And we'll pay for voice acting to make it better. But the version that we often send is the version without voice acting, without anything. Because there's always that chance that the person who's requesting cameo goes like, oh, I don't really like that. Can you guys redo it? And although that one that we created that we like will probably go up on social media, it changes how we handle the whole situation.
Right.
But yeah, from a script perspective, if you were to do this, those are the things I would point out. There's missed opportunities in this script to heighten the game, finding out what's going on, and finding out that it's Percy Jackson. A good example, and honestly the best one, and the ones that I use as framework when I make scripts for myself, because the way Levi handles a call is really different than John most of the time. And whenever I've written, and Chris mentioned this in in one of his comments in the Discord, and he's said it here, and I've said it. I've written things and turned around and given them to John, and it's because it made more sense for John to do it.
Yep.
But it's also because I will write it in the style that Chris does. Chris is very, very good at improv, way better than I am. He'll probably always be better than me because he's just going to continue to have like what 20 years on me of doing improv or something like that.
And I perform every single weekend.
Yeah, and I do not get out of the house often enough to even perform. So,
Zena, yes, if someone has an OC they would like to see villain support discuss their application, they can pay for a cameo to do that. Shattered Cat, what is your question?
No, it doesn't necessarily mean that video would show up on the social media.
Right.
That's what I was going to try to go back into. If you're wanting us to look at scripts, I have no problem looking at scripts when I'm sitting here live and I'm not doing much of anything else. I find that kind of fun to go and read things, talk it over with you guys. It also is kind of similar to a writer's room. You wind up exploring, getting ideas. I really like that type of thing. I'm not going to guarantee that. And also, if it's a script that you're writing, like Dr. Chen's, where they are going to possibly perform it and put it on their channel, but it's also part of our world. I want to make sure this is clear. In no way does that mean that this is a canon thing or that character is canon. But I also, me and Chris have outright stated that we're not going to stop somebody from doing that. That is your prerogative. That is your channel. You are basically making an OC in our world.
Be aware of something. And I say this because it happened to Levi, even when his videos early on when we were collaborating. Videos of Levi would be on the Villain Support channel, and he would get this. If you start making Villain Support style content, and it's not on the Villain Support channel, you will get people accusing you of ripping off our content and probably being pretty mean. Just so you're aware.
Well,
I love our fans. Many of them are very protective.
we even had people from the original Acme crew get called out a couple times, apparently. And this was well after we had established that we're not Acme anymore. So they were able, that gave them the freedom to kind of still play in that world. And this is what I'll say. If you're going to play in the world of the villain support, I would highly suggest going to the alternate version, which is the Acme version, which was the version that originally existed that we retconned and changed because of audience feedback.
Yep.
Go to that world and create a character and make things and expand on that world. There's a community that, while mind you, still small, is still active.
Yeah, but like the number of times that I had to say to people, I'm like, guys, this video is on the Villain Support channel. You don't.
We had that on Facebook in reverse.
Yeah.
Because I was on Facebook first, and then I had the account issues, but we also noticed that like it did better when we were both on the channel.
Yeah.
And
Chris was posting on the Villain Sport channel, and like we would see the comments of like, "Hey, you're ripping off the style." Hey, this is Levi. No, he's not.
You're
And then after, I think we hit like, after like 50,000 or so, we had the exact opposite. It went back to people saying, "Hey, this guy," and claiming that I was ripping it off. And I was like, "This is so funny. This is so weird." But anyways, Robot Levi, did I have a moment where it messed up?
Yeah, your voice all like that. Kind of sounded like a certain director of Health and Human Services.
I was just about to say that too. You blame the smoke in the data center. Well, I don't live next to a data center, thankfully, yet.
I forgot about the Dracume. We need to bring that back.
Oh, that's the one that should be animated.
Oh God, we gotta find that. Which one was that?
It was part
Was
of
that
the.
Dracula versus Dresden?
Yeah.
And then he ashed, and then we made Napa vacuum it all up.
And then we referenced it in like the Gary sketches too, and people were like, "Dracume? What?" There's so many cool things that we got to do. Oh, everyone here. Here's some updates that we'd love to see happen. If we can get enough people on the Patreon for animation, we have original series ideas that we want to have animated. We have more than just the Transformer Bots parody. We have like original OCs, characters and stuff like that we want to introduce you guys to. And we have got concept art for Levi and John. We got some concept animation for John. We're going to get some concept animation for Levi in a bit. And that'll be very, very important because we're going to have that. And then like we'll be able to move forward with a bunch of stuff that we want.
Shattercat, I'm sorry, I didn't see your question. I apologize. And you don't need to apologize for asking it. I did not see your question in the comment section. I mean, the way we're doing the masks is they could affect basically anybody. They would have definitely affected Percy. Now, Wit from the Cosmere, Hoyd would be possibly a different matter because Hoyd is like a different kind of being. But one
thing I needed to mention, and this has been commented a lot, was the mask brings out the characters' traits and desires. So they're not always Looney Toony and stuff like that. They are, and enhances whatever they are. So in the second movie, we got to see the other guy put it on, and he wound up billowing smoke and stuff like that. And I got called out on the Dean video, but a lot of people turned around and was like, "Hey, did you know it actually does this?" But let's face it, Dean probably would have done that. I'm like, why did you have to call me out, then agree? He would have agreed. I was like, what? But I've seen it multiple times. I looked it up, and yeah, apparently it does that. So the mask, the powers would slightly change, and the way that they react would slightly change based on who's wearing it. However, a lot of the people that we've given it so far would be still in that Looney Tunes-esque type of thing. They would still have the fourth wall breaking abilities more likely because of the Deadpool stuff. So you still have the basic power set that we'd be giving them. You should share some of your fan sketches of Samara and folk from the Discord to you, Levi. By all means, you can do that. I don't know how we want to animate Samara when we go to animate that sketch. There's enough artwork and enough animation out there that and another thing is that like one of the things that I'm pretty clear on, and I think Chris has agreed with me. I'm not going to say for certain. but like we want the Office animation to be one style, and it's going to be its own style. And then we want the villain side or the hero side to be a contrasting style. Like it's going to look as close to, like, if it's an anime and let's say DBZ, it's going to look closer to DBZ style, as close as we can get it. If it's Pokemon, it's going to look like Pokemon. Okay, we want to honor that as much as possible, but also it's just going to be a really cool thing because we work with other universes. It should look similar to that universe. Now, obviously, it's going to look different. And that's a good thing. But yeah. Chris, what's up?
I'm just reading something that I'd forgotten about that I need to make a video about.
Doxus. I think I sent you a message, but I don't know if you sent it back. Oh, no. Did Doxus send you a message about the new game they're working on?
Yes, and we talked about it, and the idea was, I forgot to. Where did we leave that off?
Did he tell you like everything?
That it's chests where pieces become resources.
Yeah, well, no, I meant like what happened and the reason why he's on a new game.
No, I just heard it was. I just heard it was on hold.
So,
are you allowed to share this?
I'm just gonna say you should be in the other chats. You were in the other chats. Just take a look. Let's talk about it later. I'm hoping it's not my fault. I feel fucking bad, man. I'm gonna say this outright. If you guys share something with me and you want my feedback, Chris has even mentioned that I can be kind of brutal. I've worked on it with Chris. With Chris, I'm like, he's like, dude. No.
Oh, you're freezing a little bit. No, I will. To be blunt, and Levi knows this. There are times that I've just scrapped things because his feedback's been so brutal. I'm like, I don't even want to think about it right now.
And I hate that I've done that. Thank you, doctors. Thank you for letting me know. But yeah, it's with the first. I think the first year, me and you kind of had even more arguments because of the way we presented each other with feedback, and it was getting used to each other's style of feedback. There are times Chris is like, I don't want to give this to you, and vice versa.
I don't want to hear what you think.
Yeah, no, you've said that. You've actually said that. You straight up have said it. I was like, I don't want to hear what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and do this anyways. I just wanted to share with you that I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I've had moments where he said that, and I said, okay, and then he literally pauses, like, what does that mean?
At the same time, like here's a great example. The new dragons appear. The new dragons appear in Westeros. Was that the video? What was the video? It was yeah, the new dragons appear in Westeros video. I finished it, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I don't like this. This sucks.
And then my feedback was, you should post it.
I'm not posting this. And he was like, post it. I'm like, okay. And I did, and it blew up. And I'm like, okay.
That's what gets me is that, like, and I've had this happen way more often than I like, where I will get feedback because, you know, a creator asked for it, and they'll look at my account, whether it be on YouTube, whatever it is, because I'm on my personal when I respond to them, and like, okay, thanks for the feedback, and go about their way. And it's like, the people who have listened to my feedback have gone on to make videos that go into the millions. And it's like, I have an idea of what I'm talking about. I really wish people would sometimes listen and stop dismissing me because of the follower count I might have.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying it happens every time. I've had shit feedback before. I've had videos of Chris's that I straight up told them that I know it's doing good. I just don't like it. And he's had the same thing where I've gone and done a video and he has no clue about anything in the video, and he doesn't like, and it's not that that's the reason why he doesn't like it, because he understands stroke structure and that kind of stuff, but he didn't even like the video like in its entirety, and yet the video has done really well, and he's just like, I don't know why this is doing well, and I'm like, I kind of do, and it's because I hit the things that needed to be hit. But that's just also the difference in style that we have, and it has greatly benefited our channel because we're hitting a broader audience, first of all, because we have an audience that likes stand-up comedy, and we have an audience that likes improv style comedy.
Yeah.
And those, they have a merge point, but they're still vastly different styles of comedy.
Yeah.
One is joke, and the other is lead up, situational.
That was the bit that I was struggling with. I was like, this whole part where it explains the dragons, I'm like, this isn't gonna work. And we posted it, and it performed pretty darn well.
Yeah. Part of me when I saw that I was like, I know what's gonna do. I know it's probably gonna do well because of what the idea that he's going with. But I agreed with him on the explanation part. But it wasn't until after he posted it that it clicked in me. And I was like, oh, you could have done like a picture or something. you could have dropped together a quick Canva picture of them flying with the background and everything, and that would have solved your explanation issue for 90% of it. But the video did well. It popped off. It was popular. You hit multiple pop culture reference points and stuff. And like retention level was lower than normal. People popped out of that video or left a comment and then walked away from the video earlier than our normal videos. Pardon me. But that's okay. Because the people who did stay, either they joined the channel, or they were already part of the channel and they're having longer discussions in the video and everything. So that's pretty cool. And sometimes you got to do the thing that looks like shit. You got to just put out whatever you can put out. There have been plenty of ideas that I've had that because I can't execute them the way that I want to, I kind of put them off. Like right now, me and Chris both love the Bumbling Time Traveler series. At least I like the first one. He liked the first one. And the second one is very well written. Me and him worked on it quite a lot. But both of us have looked at the script and go, I don't want to record that. Because I know what I'm capable of when it comes to editing. I know exactly how it's going to look when I get done. And it's not going to be bad. It's just not going to be where I want it to be. And as funny as I want it to be, because a lot of the gags are visual gags, and they're not ones that I know how to pull off very well. And animation would allow us to do that. Not to mention, it's been fucking 4 or 5 months longer than that since the first episode.
Yeah.
Chris? Yeah, Doc says that's what we're thinking. Problem is that I don't know what to make. You know what? Doc says, Slayer, we've got a few artists in here. I'm gonna ask you something. And I'm gonna make it clear. I can't guarantee that they'll be paid with this. You guys want to pull up the Bumbling Time Traveler and draw what you think those characters would look like without referencing us? Like whatever. If you listen to it and you hear it, and you have an idea of what these characters would look like without them looking like us. They do not have to look like us. You don't like, if you feel that it's a reference point at us, by all means, that's fine. But that's not what we're going for. That's not what I want. However, I also recognize that everyone has an idea of what something looks like when they hear it. And so I don't have a set design in mind for the Bumbling Time Traveler, because I don't hear the Bumbling Time Traveler. I play part of the Bumbling Time Traveler, which is kind of the issue. But I personally, like, if I were to watch it as a standalone animation and something else, I don't think I would want it to look like me, because we already have a universe where we're going to have a character that kind of looks like Levi. We have a character that kind of looks like John or Chris. And when we create standalone, like we have the Clueless Gothamite, Chris and I were just talking about making that an animated series, which would be awesome. And we're kind of discussing like what we want the character to look like. We kind of have an idea. Bumbling Time Traveler, I would love to create that series because it's completely original characters, and it's probably one of the easiest series to get picked up by a network because it's educational. It'd be kid friendly. You'd still have it hit adult humor without it being to other points. It hits a lot of niche zones, and so it hits this very broad audience if we could do it right. And I'm like, I know that this could be a really big thing, but it takes time and effort to build it out either way. I do kind of want you two to read the DC Universe chapters of Food Cart in the Multiverse. Oh, isn't that the where the cabbage guy is traveling the multiverse from Avatar: The Last Airbender, or is that the different one? I've seen some weird shit, man. You don't love Dox's character style too, though. Yeah, no, I love a lot of his drawings. We like there's a reason why there's a mimic shirt. I gotta hey, is that one convention thing solid or no? Can we not say anything yet?
No.
Okay, with how long it takes to make and get stuff, would it be a good idea for me to still like let's figure out like luggage?
No.
Luggage.
No, it's more than a year away.
Okay. All right.
We can talk about that we can talk about that when everything is confirmed.
Yeah. No, I meant like because we know that Fourth Wall makes luggage. That's what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Do we want to design luggage that obviously has our logo on it and stuff?
Let me see something real quick and see if
unless they don't have it anymore, which would suck.
I want to see if that's a print on demand thing or if you need a certain number.
Oh, okay. What was your favorite video to make? Austin, you said favorite. You said his favorite video. I'm guessing your favorite video. What was our favorite video to make? This is what I'll say. It's gonna kind of be my new answer going forward. Every video that we do together, we have a tremendous amount of fun filming during the process. Like every aspect of the process is fun. A good example is the Moopsie video. Was one of the more recent videos where me and Chris just had a tremendous amount of fun writing it, filming it. Even when I was editing it, I had fun editing it. I did not get bored rewatching it 100 different times. It was one of those videos that hit every marker of enjoyability. And it's not to say that the other videos that I've made, done, or edited aren't fun and enjoyable to do. The animations are incredibly fun, as an example. However, I've had points during the animation, and Chris knows this, where I get very fucking frustrated. Because I'm trying to figure out a sound, or something's breaking, or something's not working the way I want it to.
The luggage no matter- is gone, it appears.
Huh?
The luggage appears to be gone, but there's a duffel bag.
All right. Well, it's not like if I went to a different convention, I would need a whole lot of stuff. But yeah, do we want one of our artists to take on making a duffel bag, or do we want to just slap a logo on it? I feel like
does it have?
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask, like, what is it? Is it a print all over version, or is it like it is?
Yeah, it's an all over print.
If it's an all over print, I would want to like do more than just slap a logo on it.
Oh, totally. I'm just to let you know, the base price on the thing is $58. So it would be that plus margin. So we're talking probably like a $75 duffel bag.
Business wise, because of the travel, it would be worth making as long as it was clear.
And if people wanted to get one, absolutely. But
Exactly.
let's have a work meeting when we're not being watched by 37 people.
We don't want to promise you guys this thing and then it not happen. Just because I want something.
We've never done that before.
Well, we've also made products that did not go public. They were just products for us because they showed the logo or they were just for business purposes. And the only reason I'm looking at luggage or baggage is so that like when we go traveling, we have something that shows our, technically it'd be company name, right? It would have the Villain Sport logo on it and everything. And that drives traffic that gets people to look at it. It's a tax write-off. Totally not the main reason for me. Duxus, make a duffel bag pattern and let's combine. I'm not asking you guys to do that. What editing software do you all use? Dr. 10, I've used a variety of software. I'm currently stuck using CapCut for a lot of our stuff right now. And that's mostly because DaVinci Resolve does not play nice and with even high-end computers as of late. Adobe is freaking expensive. But I use CapCut because it's convenient, it's easy to use, it does most of the stuff that we would want it to do, along with everything that we need it to do on average. But the more I'm getting into animation and the more processing power effectively that I need, I'm looking more and more into like, I might need to dive further into DaVinci, or me and Chris have discussed Adobe, because there are benefits to using both. One of the benefits of Adobe is you don't pay for the extra cloud storage. One of the benefits of DaVinci is once you pay for it, it's paid. But if you want to do cloud projects, kind of like what we do on CapCut, you pay I think it's like a $20 fee per person. And that gets fucking expensive real quick per month. And at that point, you're in the Adobe area where you don't pay anything extra for the cloud, but you pay, what is it, $99 a month sometimes, depending on what you're getting. CapCut is $10 a month currently, 10 to 15. Someone has replaced Deadpool talcum powder to get his suit with itching powder.
You're frozen, man. Oh,
again?
No, you're on frozen now.
Oh, okay. And doctors, I agree. Adobe is not something. There's a thing called necessary evil, and I hate the fact that it exists as much as it does in the creative industry. Yes, there are programs and services that are free or out there. The issue is finding a service that does the things that we want to do. One of the perfect examples is with us streaming on StreamYard. StreamYard is not, I would not say is evil. However, you have Streamlabs, StreamYard, OBS. OBS is that perfect. It's free, or it's free to use mostly. You can do some amazingly cool things in it, but it's also not very user friendly. And even when you do get to know it, every update that happens with it breaks everything that you had. So then you have to turn around and fix everything. And then you have Stream Labs that is a OBS Lite version. It's nice and easy to use. It's user friendly, but it breaks every day. It's always broken in some way. And there's always something that isn't working, or something that, you had a feature and then it got taken away. And then there's the way we stream when we're both on here, that in order for that to work on Streamlabs, it's it's more than a little inconvenience. It's very inconvenient to get it to work properly. And then you have StreamYard, which is in the browser, which means we don't have to have super heavy hardware. It's it's just taking whatever the browser is using. And they keep adding features. Now, this is where the problem happens, is we wanted to step away from StreamYard, but they keep fucking adding features that we're like, oh, that's a feature we like. And it keeps happening. It's a very weird, good thing to have. The downside is it's literally a price level. StreamYard is the most expensive, then you have Streamlab, and then you have OBS. So it's kind of like on your budget type of thing. And we have been trying to get into Streamlabs, but one of the things and reasons why we haven't is because we recognize that we should probably have a custom stream design done for Streamlabs. That way we have, when we go to it, it will look really professional, really well done. It'll have all our logos, it'll have all our stuff, kind of like what StreamYard currently does. And at the end of it, it's something that just me and Chris have to sit down and we're going to have to spend. It's just one of those tedious things where it's going to take time. And it's time that me and Chris usually spend on creating or editing. Well, that's part of the creating in general. Have you thought about Muzan from Demon Slayer receiving? Yeah. So Chris and I have discussed just starting like this 3,000 or so mask. We are allowed to kind of just have fun with it. A lot of people want me to give Stitch one, but Stitch already had a Loki mask. So it would be effectively the same video for the most part. It would just be changing it from Loki to Loki Pool. Art Creator Gaming. Look at you guys. Yeah, before calling you all second one. I'm curious about that because if you said that you've been following us since day one, was it day one of YouTube's Villain Sport account? Was it day one of when I was posting on Facebook, or
TikTok?
Was it?
We talking?
Yeah, or was it YouTube's and then you went over there? There's different day ones.
Regardless, thank you for following since day one.
Yeah.
Whichever day one we're talking about.
Yeah. I think Samara has one. Oh yeah. No, my kiddo has had a head cold. And they still don't feel good today, but they went to school because it was like they couldn't miss another day because they missed one day because of the doctor's appointments and they missed one day because of getting sick. And I was like, you can't miss another day. You've already missed your test and school just barely started. We don't want to start behind. Tobias missed one day because of the doctor's appointment. And then he went back and apparently when he went back to school yesterday, he wound up taking the test that he needed to take that he missed. And then the teacher forgot to tell him where to stop and he took the next one. And so he did 2 lessons in a single class. And I'm like, well, did you pass? He's like, yeah. Did you get in trouble? No. I'm like, okay. Oh, well, you're ahead of the curve. And one of the things that I think is mind-boggling when it comes to the differences in the kiddos is Tobias is taking his regular math, and then he's in an advanced math class, which is the next year stuff, and so he'll have less classes next year. And Raven isn't doing that. But they had gotten into credit recovery just to find out that the school had messed up. And I was like, oh yeah, because you also were taking an advanced course on top of the normal course. We apologize. You don't need this credit recovery. You just, you're fine. You can go back to doing your normal. So they lost out on being able to take an advanced class in a different area. They're taking I think it's they did biology last year, and they're doing some type of advanced science class this year. I don't know which one. It's the differences between them that boggles my mind. You got 2 kiddos too, so you know that. Anyone here who has kids, If you're not amazed by your kids, I don't know what to say. For me, it's just one of those things where I feel like you should always be amazed by them. They're going to do things that you never think about every day if you pay attention. Doesn't mean it's always a fun thing. What you doing right now, by the way?
Writing a script.
Oh, all right. Did you film the new PSA?
No, I need to do that too.
By the way, because I know there were people who saw the animated PSA. That's not happening. Oh, I froze on a different.
It's on hold for the time being. We were watching it, and then we went, maybe we shouldn't try to sell our own thing using someone else's IP.
we have to talk to people and see, like, is a disclaimer good enough, and if not, then just not going to do it at all. So it's put off. It sucks because the amount of work that went into it in general. But at the same time, we're going to do a nod to it with he's going to record his parts, I'm going to record mine, and I'm going to stick them on the animation. Some good news. The animation is 80%, 85% done. The rest of it is making vertical shorts, and technically I have a framework. The reason why I'm sitting weird is I keep looking at that screen and it covers my face. I like looking at my mouth when I talk because it gives me a focus point. Anyways, the long form is done, minus the fact I have to go back in and change the PSA when we get the film. And then the 16:9 and the vertical shorts, I have a framework that I made, and Chris was like, "Oh no, I really like it." I was like, "We can't use that one. I have to go back and remake it with the original footage." This was using the exported version because it was easier than messing around with the original. Because when you go and mess with anything that's on a timeline, you have all these other sounds and stuff like that. And Chris knows this. Every time you mess and you cut or make a little change, it can wind up screwing the entire timeline up, even if you lock it in place because something has gone and moved somewhere. So the thing that's going to take me the longest is I now know what to do and how to cut things, is making sure everything still lines up. And I'll be doing that later today. I'll be working on. We also have the Freddy video, right? Fred. What is the title of that one?
It's animated Freddy versus Cable.
Cable, yeah, that's what it was. Yep. So animated Freddy versus Cable. Now, am I using the original footage, or do you have new footage, or do you have the original footage?
I have the original footage somewhere.
Okay, because if you can find the original footage and then share me the link, that way I don't download and then re-upload and the footage looks like shit. Because we don't want that the new right. one that has animation to suffer from compression issues, because right. It's going to be a compressed video on top of a compressed video on top of a compressed video at that point. For everyone here, things that we didn't used to worry about for 800. And some of our old videos look like absolute dog shit. They're good videos. They just look horrible. Didn't Freddie make a comment that really set Cable off? I think so. It's been a while since I've seen that video.
Yep. It was the John mentions offhanded that Freddie had been inside the mind of Cable's mother. And Cable goes, "You were inside my mom."
We just got a notice. But since I'm freezing, do you want to pull it up and share it, and we'll just watch it together instead of...
One sec.
So we got some concept art. You guys are here. We got 27 people. Some of you are part of the Patreon. So this is probably going to get shared with the Patreon.
Let me watch it first.
Oh, okay. I need to take my meds. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, take some. I haven't taken my allergy medicine for a couple days. Kind of like dial back that. So get to take it today, which would be nice. By the way, have you eaten? It's a breakfast stream. Hopefully you have. Have you hydrated? Yeah, it's breakfast stream. Hydrated. Have you taken your meds?
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, everybody. Just give them the Pokeballs. Okay, you don't understand how much danger you're in right now if Vegeta and Piccolo were there. And the green guy is not a Pokemon. Pokeballs aren't going to work on him.
Well, I mean, so far they've worked like super easy. It's been barely an inconvenience for me.
You're not helping. James, are you there?
Oh my God. Besides the logos being on the wrong, like you have the Member Solutions logo on you, on your character. I just noticed that. That you okay. I want to know what you guys think. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, I am too.
And being able to see the hand movements. Feels like the animation or Total Drama Island. Well, again, the two characters look different, but there was a specific style that we were kind of going for. Did a quick sketch in 3 style. Oh shoot! The bottom lane time travel. What you think the bottom lane time travel? Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Pilot leather. I love the little pilot leather thing. Eric, Richard, abstract. What's the abstract?
That was the Earthworm Jim and Eraserhead.
Yeah. The flip shirts is hilarious. I think it was just an editing.
Which is fine.
And honestly, that's the only complaint if you guys, what did you guys think? It looks really good, says Philip. All right. Can you share that with our Patreons and ask them for some feedback? I'm very happy with it. They're the ones paying for it, though. So obviously, we have the final say. But we do value feedback when we want to get it. Because there's always something that maybe Chris or I didn't think of. That happens in every video that we make, by the way. Every single time, even when we have audience feedback when we're filming it, we'll make a video and somebody around the world will make a comment and we'll go, shit, that should have been in the video. Every time, without fail. Doc, am I right about who Chris looks like in the clip?
Yes, I look like Jamie Heineman.
Yeah.
And I love it.
And then Levi, if you noticed the style difference, so what we were going for is we wanted Levi to look like an older style, but similar to Chris's style, because we didn't want a huge difference in the styles. But we wanted him to look like an older version without like the gray hair and everything. So my character's reference points is stuff from like the 1940s that Chris was able to pull up and share. And we have 2 different versions. And one of the versions, I would love for a sketch to be like all of a sudden, like characters look like their original, what they originally were drawn as or something. And Levi's going to look like a fucking Popeye's character. Levi had gotten an update, and then his update failed. Type of scenario. Kind of like with Nappa, he's going to look again in a similar style, but we haven't moved forward with that yet. But then when he powers up or something, he looks like his DBZ style. Looks like an older Dexter. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. I was a huge Mythbusters fan too. Love Mythbusters. It sucked, to be honest, and like I get it. Learning that Jamie Heineman and oh fuck, I forgot his name, and he's gonna be at Comic-Con this year. What was the other guy? Jamie and why am I spacing his name today? He does a lot of cosplays and conventions and
Adam
stuff.
Savage.
Yes, Adam Savage. They don't actually like each other. Like they had a professional working relationship.
They don't get
And
along great.
They do not. They
In
didn't.
part
Go
because
ahead.
Jamie is the most acerbic, melancholy person you'll ever meet. He's just calm. You don't get a rise out of him. Like Adam would be like, yeah, and Jamie would do this. Like that would be his excited response.
I hate the fact that there are people who like, even in my own house, and I'm very animated, right? But when I'm off of live streams and stuff like that, a lot of my energy kind of goes poof. And a lot of times, I have a certain amount of energy and it's gone. Once it's gone, the rest of the day, I'm very similar to that. And so somebody will show me something funny, and like you've had it too, where you're like, "Did you like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like that." And I'm like, "Did you not see me smile?" And I was like, "Because I legitimately did not realize that my face apparently did not smile or laugh." Part of that is the neurodivergent thing. Part of that is just the energy level I have. Like I deal with chronic pain and stuff like that. I don't know Jamie's thing. I think that's just who Jamie is. But I kind of feel on both sides. But learning that they did not like each other. Like there's a difference between like I will tolerate you, I like you, professional relationships, so on and so forth. There's a bunch of differences to those. The fact that they don't like each other, like 100%, like he doesn't really want to. Adam and Jamie really don't want to work together. They would if the money's right. But they have said, it's like, I would have no problem. Adam has gone on to say, like, he has no problem working with him. He just doesn't want to. And I'm like, that's sad. And Jamie has said that he doesn't want to work with Adam again because it was just too much for him. And it's understandable. They spent how many years together working together? They've pretty much tapped that dry, is how they probably feel. Adam, I guess, doesn't feel like that. Obviously, because he has his own series where he still continues the Mythbusters thing, but for like film and TV and like, hey, can I build this? How was this done? And that kind of stuff. Get along is kind of a stretch. They have literally said out loud on podcasts and stuff like that they do not like each other. But getting along, you can not like somebody and still like be civil when you're around them.
They have a huge amount of respect for each other.
Yep. They respect each other's field of knowledge, is I believe how Adam put it. I think he said something like, "I respect Jamie's field of knowledge, but as a person, I just don't click with him." I don't know if that's it was very similar to that. That last part is the one I'm struggling to remember. The quote. It was so mind-boggling because in the series, and Adam and Jamie have both talked on this separately. The studio made them act like that they were like best like brother stuff. It was such a dynamic that at a certain point they were required. And I think that kind of sucks because that probably didn't help their relationship any. Because if you were forced to not just get along, but act like you're family to each other, even when you're not, either A, you become really fucking close, or B, you wind up resenting it. And unfortunately, it feels like, it's been several years, so they probably have different feelings on it now. But when they were first released from the contracts and everything, they were pretty outspoken about it. Plenty of people at work you can work with, but when you hang with outside of work, I think that's a perfect example of it. They will work with each other, but they won't hang out with each other. And when I learned that, it just broke me a little bit. I was like, that sucks. I totally thought that they had that dynamic of
outside of work where they would talk with each other about work and stuff. And nope. It makes you wonder how many on-screen relationships are like that, because you hear about it in all kinds of sitcoms and stuff like that, where like the Brady Bunch was very close with each other outside of the set. Same thing with the set of Cheers. Same thing with the set of there's a bunch of shows like that. But there was a couple people within it that there was always issues. How I not how I am Boy Meets World. Couple of the cast members just don't get along with anyone else. The Malcolm in the Middle cast, very similar. There's Dewey. They get along with each other, but Dewey doesn't want to be an actor anymore, right? Valid, awesome. I'm glad he's doing the thing that he loves. And there's this weird thing where you have contrasting messages from some of the cast, and it's like you can tell that they respect him, but there's a couple cast members who really resented that he didn't want to come back, but they were during the promotional period, they were like all supporting of him. But then once the promotional period was over, they went on to podcasts to say the exact opposite. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? It's kind of bullshit. Castle cast had issues you hear. Nathan Fillion is this very passionate person. He's a very passionate person. He anything that he works on gets attached to, he will eventually, if it don't last long enough, he'll try to be a director or writer. He'll try to have parts in it. And I think I can't. Okay, hold on. Let me move. You guys are going to get a camera move. I apologize about this. You're going to have to be. Okay.
So, Steven, you submitted that cameo today, and I was like, oh, we still owe Steven a different cameo. So I just wrote it.
I did not realize that. Okay, go for it.
Okay.
I'll snarl. I'll snarl.
You're going to have lines, too, and then you're going to have Levi lines also. Villain Sport, this is John. Hold on, let me turn on the translator. Boop. Okay, what's up?
I'm in love. He can survive my love bites, chest bursters, my claws, and my tail, and my blood. Oh, he's amazing.
Congratulations. You said he? Who's the lucky guy?
Wade Wilson.
Deadpool?
Who's in love with Deadpool now?
The Alien Queen.
What?
You're gonna go, why? And then how?
Levi wouldn't ask that, knowing Deadpool.
All right.
It would be more of a war. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like we know Wade and Wilson and his powers said enough, and we have said that we know it enough. That Levi would have that. Oh, I can definitely see that. Like, we would have like that I see it moment, or like ew, no, it would be an ew. It'd be like I can see it. I can't get. Yeah, that's what it is. Like, oh, you put it in my head, now I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So you do that. He was. You put it in my. Hive, but...
Sorry.
Yeah, he was supposed to wipe out the hive, but yeah. So how did you two decide to?
Well, he was apparently hired to wipe out. Why am I saying that again? If you said it,
I'm saying that to Levi.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't know that. Oh,
okay.
John's not telling her that.
He was apparently hired to wipe out the hive, but I caught him, of course, and implanted him, and the chest burst emerged instead of screaming or dying. He started making jokes. He was so funny, and then we.
I get it.
But that's not even the best part. The way he regenerated.
I understand. I don't need details.
Okay. Are you sure? Because I could provide them all day.
I do however, need to know how many chest bursters you've given him, and did they inherit his healing factor?
There's 29 of them, and they did. And some of them can
break the fourth wall. Isn't that adorable?
That's not the word I'd use.
That's a good cut. That's a good button. Oh, hold on. Welcome back, my love.
Deadpool's there now?
I'm not making all those sounds.
No. We hear snarling and smooching sounds.
There's a lot.
And then we hear Deadpool. He goes, I love that your mouth of yours. And John's just like,
behave up on the phone.
Can I speak to him, please?
Sure, honey bun, darling do, baby. John from Film Sports on the phone. Here, take it. Hey there, dog.
Yeah, here, take it. What the fuck, Wade? You're supposed to exterminate the hive.
Yeah, well, that was the plan. Instead, I decided to. No. I'm sorry. He would make an exterminator. Oh, I thought you said.
Let him make those jokes. Please read it as is right now.
All right. Well, yeah, that was the plan. But after she captured me, I can't read it because it's in my thing. Well, yeah, that was the plan. But after she captured me, I've never met a woman even half this freaking. The things she can do with her body.
I don't need details. Why are you both trying to give me details?
Anyway, then we had the kids, so I'm pretty locked in.
Just please keep the kids in the hive.
Ooh.
Where are they, Wade?
What was that, dear? I'll be right there. Gotta go. Bye.
Where are the Xena pools, Wade? Wade? God damn it.
Okay.
It needs work, but I mean, this is 15 minutes that I wrote it.
I would say, like, are we gonna have voice acting with this?
It's gonna have to be what?
Just give Jocelyn free reign on. Yeah, just to let Jocelyn do alternate lines with Deadpool.
Yeah, I want him to read them as is, but then I want him to just riff on it.
Yep. For everyone here, Jocelyn is like a damn near 1-to-1 of how Ryan Reynolds does his thing, and then like he comes up with stuff really off the cuff, very similar to Ryan Reynolds. So oftentimes, like I think it's been very rarely, and it's usually a very short line that we'll keep that we don't change because he'll come up with something else, and I'll be like, oh, that works. Or he'll have two different lines that I'll be like, if I combine these two lines, that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And so like we'll write a script out, send it to him, and unless we did really good capturing Deadpool, he makes a better version 99% of the time, I think. He does just a fantastic job. No, that goddamn it's the button.
I was gonna do this.
Honestly, if you scroll up,
I was gonna do this, and maybe be like, oh my god, I can't get it out of.
You could just play that clip again. But if you scroll up, I said another area was a button, like go up for a little bit higher, like that first page.
Right here?
Yeah, that's a good button too. I'm gonna be honest, like right there, leaving it at just that is like an even that's the highest point of the sketch because it drops back down again.
You're right. But people are gonna beg for a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not a good part 2.
It is not. Here's my thing. That other area is a perfect button. There's no reason we can't expand from there to create a part 2.
Actually, there's an easy way to do this. Hold on. Wait.
Here's what I would do if you wanted to do that. I would get rid of most of that dialogue and only have 3 more lines. And your 3 lines are Deadpool coming onto the line, you have in response to Deadpool, and like if you want it to end at the where the Xenopool Wade, god damn it, that needs to be your ending, and you just need to pick like 2 lines of dialogue. And that's assuming that Deadpool just comes up on the line. But I'm going to be honest that first that's not the word I would use. Is the best button to drive traffic to a part 2. You leave it open in its entirety. You haven't talked to Wade yet, and so that leaves you. Oh, I'm looking at the script wrong. That's why. So you in the original, you haven't talked to Wade yet, and so you get an opportunity to talk to him for part 2 as the entire sketch.
That would be a boring sketch.
Well, it kind of depends on where we go with it. So if we leave it open at there's 29 of them, and he's taking them on a father chest burster trip type of thing. What do you mean you're taking them on a on a trip? Wade, where are you? Type of scenario. Like, oh, I'm going across from the multiverse, baby. A couple of them have fallen in love already. It's what would be a parody line of the Goof Troop, a Goofy movie, a pool movie, Deadpool. Like the Goofy movie parody of him. He takes them to Disney World. Oh my God, that's on brand. That's so on brand. Not Disney World. He takes them back to the Disney universe. Actually, that line right there. That line right there is, you hear that in the background.
Hear what in the background?
Deadpool hollering to the Queen in the background, saying that he's going to take them on a father chest burster Disney Universe trip, and then you reply going like, "Wait, that could be your new button." So scroll up for me. I apologize for everyone here.
Hold on.
So love that. If you scroll up and swap those roles to where you were still talking with the Queen, go up to where the original button was.
Yeah.
There are 29 of them. You can still have your line that you had, right?
Okay.
So you can put your line back in there, and then we hear Deadpool in the background, and like you go, I wouldn't call that adorable. And then you hear Deadpool in the background when she was about to talk again. So she could have a line of saying something, and it's like, of course they are, something like that. And then she stops, and we hear Deadpool, and then she has response to Deadpool because he's yelling, so we can hear the background, kind of like that happens in real life where you hear somebody's side conversation because they pull the phone away.
Yeah.
And then right there's Deadpool. We hear Deadpool, and then he has his line about taking them on a trip, which we get the benefit of seeing John react to this in real time. So Barry, I'm curious what you mean by that, because we post on social media and it goes around the world. We just can't speak certain languages.
Having people doing the content in other time zones. We're not in a position to be able to even consider that at this point, Barry. Maybe in the future, but it's not something we can do right now.
Oh, okay. The time zone that we post in now is a pretty solid time zone for it to hit most people at a point where they're free. The 2 to 3 o'clock range that we post in now is, in my time zone, and Chris is 2 hours ahead of me, and of course California is an hour behind me. You have either A, somebody taking their lunch break, or B, someone taking their 15-minute break. If you go to an hour ahead of me, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, it's still in that same thing. Somebody's taking their 2-hour break. People are getting off of school or work. A little bit further ahead, people are about to have dinner time. Further on ahead, it's a really good time zone because you go break, lunch, breakfast. You hit something where everyone's free at some point in time for the 2 to 3 o'clock. 2 to 3 p.m. That's an ideal posting time for our channel because it's quick, witty little sketches. You're not needing, most of the time, you're not needing to be invested in, how many parts does this have. We do have series like this Loki Pool series that have all these parts, but you can still enjoy each part individually most times. By 24/7, you meant for the support line idea, not for the posting. Yeah, Barry, that's what I thought you were meaning, but I was wanting you to expand on that. Because were you meaning like here, hero support, member solutions, and villain support is how a call center would handle it. They would have, you'd have 3 main lines, and those 3 lines would have people in those areas that would work specialty cases. Like you'd have retention, you would have sales, and you have that. But here's the thing: in today's world, and even when I was working it, oftentimes sales was also part of retention or something. You were meant to upsell. Regular full-on sales ended up getting wrapped into promotions and promotional department and stuff like that. It kind of depended on the program. Like with DirecTV, originally you had all these departments that were kind of spread out when they were first figuring things out. But for the most part, the bulk of it was general customer service, sales, and retention. They all had their separate department, and then you had a bunch of smaller departments that really was stupid to have. And they knew that because within a year they had restructured and condensed it. But then, like before I left, they restructured again. And even though retention used to be its own department, retention got wrapped up into general customer service. You were required to learn how to do retention and then do retention. And then on top of that, another year later, general customer service also had sales get wrapped up into it. Even though like it used to just be up sales, then it became all about sales with general customer service. So there wasn't even a secondary department. It is a let me get you to my manager. And that is more common now than anything. You have less and less departments specializing in different areas. That is just the reality of how businesses work. They go, how can we cut cost and still cover the things that need to be covered?
All right. Can we read this again? And I'm going to time it.
Yeah. I'll make sure to read it exactly the same.
All right. Yeah. Don't
improv or anything. I know.
Get a sense for how long this is. Villain Sport. This John. Hold on. Let me turn on the translator. Boop. Okay. What's up?
I'm in love. He can survive my love bites, chest bursts, my claws, my tail, my blood. He's amazing.
Congratulations. You said he? Who's the lucky guy?
Wade Wilson.
Deadpool.
Who's in love with Deadpool? I am so sorry. I skipped the line when I was reading it. I apologize. I looked at your line, waiting for you to perform it.
We got very limited time on this. This is going to be close, so I need to know how long this is.
I apologize.
Okay. Villain Sport, this John. Hold on. Let me turn on the translator. Boop. Okay. What's up?
I'm in love. He can survive my love bites, chest bursters, my claws, my tail, my blood. He's amazing.
Congratulations. You said he? Who's the lucky guy?
Wade Wilson.
Deadpool.
Who's in love with Deadpool now?
Hold on. The alien queen.
Oh, you put that in my head. No, I can't get it out of my
You're
head.
supposed to wipe the hive, but yeah. So how did you two decide to,
He was apparently hired to wipe out the hive, but I caught him, of course. And it implanted him, and the chest burster emerged, and instead of screaming or dying, he started making jokes, and he was so funny. And then when
I get it.
But that's not even the best part. The way he regenerated when
I understand. I don't need details.
You sure, but okay.
I do, however, need to know how many chest bursters you've given him, and do they inherit his healing factor?
There's 29 of them, and they did, and some of them can break the fourth wall. Isn't that adorable?
That's not the word I'd use.
Oh, you would love them.
Queenie, I'm home.
Oh, hold on. Welcome back, my love. Smooch, smooch, smooch.
Well, that's your mouth of yours. Behave, I'm on the phone.
Behave, I'm on the phone.
Who are you talking to?
John from Phone Support's on the phone. Here, you talk to him.
Hey there, John. What the fuck, Wade? You're supposed to exterminate the hive. Well, yeah, that was the plan, but after she captured me, I've never met a woman even half this freaky. The things she can do with her, but I don't need details. Why are you both trying to give me details? Anyway, then we had the kids, so I'm pretty locked in. Just please keep the Xenopools in the hive. Ooh, no can do. We've got a father chestburster trip on the books for this weekend.
Where are you taking the kids?
Remember, we're going to hunt down other superheroes. What?
Oh, yeah. You kids remember to listen to your father.
I got to go, John. Toodles. Wait. God damn it.
That's much tighter. I like that.
That's 2.5 minutes. Probably going to end up being 2:45 to 3 after the voice acting's in, but it gives us some space.
Definitely. And it works out really well.
I'm going to get my friend Amy, who does the Borg Queen voice, to do the Alien Queen.
So you heard how I perform those lines, and I have heard how she can perform specific lines.
You've heard her perform Borg Queen lines knowing she's supposed to be robotic.
Yeah. The last time you asked her to be seductive,
it was too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and we'll get a nice middle ground here.
Okay.
The last time I listened to the lines, I'm like, Ellen, come listen to this. And she's like, what is this? And I'm like, I don't think I should be hearing this.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like,
this is making me feel things, and that's not okay.
She was too seductive for living. No, she did a fantastic. I'm going to say this outright. She did a phenomenal job. The problem being, she did a phenomenal job.
The problem was it was working on us, and I'm like, nope, turn off, turn this off.
That was like if we put that out, I think we would get nerfed. It does happen in a call center. I've had not them doing that. It was like the way that they talk and the way that they're super happy or they're talking to somebody else, and it's like, I don't think I should be here for this. This is not a conversation. Right. Like, I'm working.
This is a person and their partner only voice. This is not a for general consumption voice.
Yeah. The Alien Queen, the more you're confused, the better. Yeah. Anyways, I think Chris has to go. I need to rest a little bit before I tackle a shit ton of editing that I need to do today. Me and Chris need to chat when we get off of here.
So I want to thank you guys for joining us. Remember to take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, abiding spirit, and harmony among others. Remember, until the winds blow your sails our way again, you all have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day as a part of the villain. Having an Acme day where I build your crown. Have an Acme day.
And have an Acme day simply means the best day you possibly can have. Bye now. Forgot the camera was over there.
Yeah.